Hello! Today we're going to be talking about divination and tarot. So this is my collection of tarot decks and cards and things laid out on a delightfully melodramatic altar cloth that came with this deck. This is the Wormwood Corrupted Tarot, and also my little tarot book. A lot of the decks come with their own guidebooks, but for the ones that don't have them, this is what I use to figure out what things mean. A lot of people who are super expert at this know all the cards by heart, but there's 72 of them, and they all have different meanings. And I have no idea, so there's no shame in having to look it up. The internet has oodles of guides to tarot, but this is the one I use, Pocket Guide to Tarot Card Archetypes by Abby Clark. It's published by Microcosm Publishing, which is my publisher, or one of them, that has several of my stories. So they're cool, and this is a useful little book. And I'm going to show you what I do with these cards, but first I thought I'd talk about my philosophy of tarot. I don't believe in predicting the future. That's not what I'm doing here. I think that I have free will. I think that my choices matter to what's going to happen to me, and everybody else gets to make their choices that matter and change the future. So, with all that going on, there's no way to predict what's going to happen. Certainly not by dealing out little bits of cardboard. That's just not my deal. I use the tarot cards more to get inspiration, ideas, to get sort of unstuck when I'm stuck. Sometimes I'll use them to ask a question of one of the gods, to get an idea of their answer. But most of the time it's just, not sure what to do today. What should we do? Let's deal the cards and see what they say. Then maybe that'll give me an idea. So, my various decks that I use, I sometimes use just regular playing cards. You can. It's a little different. The guidebook has to be adjusted because the suits are different. I'll get to that in a minute. But, it can be fun. My other unconventional deck is this. This is great. Tarot is about archetypes, right? About fundamental, foundational ideas that light up the human brain and make it go brr, right? Well, this is a card game about story tropes. Same thing. So it actually works pretty well, although I don't tend to use it for very serious questions, because this is a little silly. But, why not? Then I've got this. I forget what this one's called. This is, I got it off Etsy. Beautiful set of nature-themed cards with animals and crystals and flowers and things. Really pretty. I don't always vibe with it, though. The name is something like Joy Tarot. It's supposed to be very positive, and I get the worst readings out of this one. I don't know. And then, of course, the classic, Rider-Waite. We'll come back to that one. We're gonna use that in a bit. The Wormwood Corrupted. This is by Wormwood, the gaming company that makes like big fancy gaming tables and dice and things. These are fun. Cards can be upright, which is the traditional meaning, or they can be reversed. They can be upside down, which reverses their meaning. The idea behind this deck is that the cards are drawn and conceived of as inherently the reversed meaning. So they're the more negative meanings of the cards, and then if you get one upside down, that's reversed, you get the positive meaning. And so thankfully, because that's a bit of a mess, it comes with its own lovely guidebook. And this is a just beautiful piece of art. That's half the reason I like tarot, honestly. Where else can I get 72 unique works of art for like $40? I think this was a little more than that, but yeah. I mean, come on. If I was buying individual mini prints, you'd have to spend hundreds. So, can't resist pretty decks. speaking of pretty decks, I lucked out getting this. This is a Hades, as in the video game, which I am obsessed with, deck. You see it's smaller because it's just the major arcana. Tarot cards come in two different kinds. There's the minor arcana, which are in suits like regular playing cards, and then there's the major arcana, which are the really big fundamental tropes. So doing those as Greek gods really suits, and these are so pretty. I just love these. Fantastic. Anyway, so that's a great deck. And then I've got this angel deck. This is by Crimson Chains, a really great artist. They're all sort of masculine angels and surreal and fascinating. More just gorgeous art here. It's another one I don't always vibe with, though. It's very intense. I don't know. Tarot is all about the vibes. It's about the feels, you know. So this feels like a lot. So I don't deal from that very often. And then probably my favorite deck is this horror tarot by oh, what is her name? It should say on here. I'm brain blanking. Wonderful, wonderful artist. These are all by the same artist. Also comes with its own guidebook. And whoop, get out there. Also really pretty cards. Classic horror. Oh look, it's Cthulhu. You know, horror movies, kind of Hollywood horror. And I think I've got the deck upside down. Yeah. So those are all my decks. And we are going to go back to the Rider-Waite and deal us a spread. And as I said, the cards come in the Major Arcana, and oh, that has a guidebook too. The Major Arcana, the Minor Arcana. The Minor Arcana suits are wands or staves, pentacles or sometimes coins. Oh, there's a Major Arcana. Let's see, swords, and then cups. So we're going to shuffle this up. Always shuffle before you deal. I have a hard time shuffling tarot cards because they're huge. And you can see next to conventional playing cards, they're huge and I have teeny tiny hands. So if you ever want to get a sense of scale of something in my videos, know that my hands are very small. Alright, so little shuffle this way. And then we'll deal. The classic spread I like to do is 3 cards. 2, 3. I'll sometimes do more complicated things, but mostly I like to keep it simple since I'm just looking for a little inspiration. The first card I view as representing the past. The causes of what's going on. Ways to think about the root of any problem or, you know, the root of any good things. So then the middle card is present, represents myself, my current situation, people around me, yada yada. And then the last card is the future, not in a predictive way, but in an advice kind of way. What should I do? What's going on? Where do I focus? So let's see what we got here. Got... Oh, and they're most half upside down. I'm going to assume that I had the deck upside down, so that this is the reversed one, and these are the right way up. So we've got the 8 of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the 6 of Swords. So I'm going to use this book, and we're going to look this up. So let's see. The number cards. I'm going to look up 8s. 7s. 8s. The 8s show resilience in its many forms. And since pentacles, or coins, is about wealth and money and industry and capitalism and all that, upright, practical knowledge gained, wisdom. So hey, there we go, my past, my situation. I know how to do things. So you got our little guy making his coins, making his pentacles. Yep, I do that. So that vibes. So now let's look up King of Swords. So we want to look up the court cards, the face cards. And what do we got? Swords, swords, swords. The King of Swords. Signify an adult who is a quick thinker, has overcome adversity, and who is highly ambitious. Upright, initiative seized, and sound judgment. So, as my present situation, gosh, I'm getting a very nice reading here. Ta-da! Now, we're going to look at the Six of Swords. Let's go look at 6s are finding and utilizing stability. Our welcome change after our 5s. Let's see. So the 6 of Swords. Upright would be moving on or reflection, but reversed, arguments and delayed resolution. So to take that as advice, I don't know if I super vibe with taking that as advice. To delay a resolution as advice. Maybe it just means I don't need to worry about resolving anything. Let it be delayed. Chill. Just let it be. So there's a reading. I don't super vibe with this reading. Sometimes I don't. When I don't, I'll toss it out. Okay, not vibing with it. Don't have to take it as valid, because these are about inspiration. If something doesn't inspire you, whatever. So, if you don't mind sticking with me a little longer, let's see if I can get one I vibe with a little better. I'm going to use a deck I like better. We're going to go for the horror deck here, because these are fun. So let's see. Get out our guidebook. Get out our cards. And, as I say, always shuffle. Always shuffle. Oop. Alright, we're going to shuffle them this way so I don't bend them all the same way. And I know that shuffling can be hard on the cards. It's another reason to have a lot of decks. Spread the wear around. They're so pretty. I mean, you can get a Rider-Waite deck pretty cheap. And there are very inexpensive decks out there. And as I said, you can divine with regular old playing cards, which are inexpensive. So, have I just turned my decks upside down? Probably. This is how I end up with so many reversed cards. I am super with it. Here, I'll just shuffle this up a little. Shuffle it this way. Yeah, if you don't want to bend your cards, you can shuffle like this. Although it does still have wear on them. Alright, so let's deal us another spread. 1, 2, 3. Ta-da! There, what have we got? The Ace of Swords. The 9 of Cups. Everybody's upside down again. Yep. And the 8 of Cups. Alright, so we're going to assume all upright. Ace of Swords, 9 of Cups, 8 of Cups. And I'm going to use the Horror Books guide for this. So, Ace of Swords. You are stronger than you realize. The Ace of Swords cuts to the heart of a matter and signifies courage in times of adversity. With a sharp mind, you can face a challenge and come out strongly on the other side. Wasn't that nice as the past of my situation? Alright, so then we have 9 of Cups. Let's find Cups. Alright. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good times are coming. The 9 of Cups foretells happiness and joy shared with others who celebrate in your good fortune. I mean, this puts it in present tense, or in future tense, but sure, my present situation, I can vibe with that. I mean, I've been a little depressed lately, but I also have a lot of good friends right now. Like, my social life is great, so sure. So the Eight of Cups, then, as advice. Eight of Cups reminds you to walk away from a serious problem that cannot be solved on your own. It's all right to deviate from plans when things don't feel right. Well, that gave me the exact same advice as the previous one. Don't chill. Don't resolve it. Let it go. Message received. So there we are. Some divination. You know what? That was pretty great. I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.